Good morning, welcome back to another very hot and humid day on Finca. Just melting, doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, it's forecast to be 40 degrees today.
Yeah,
It's like 107, 108 Fahrenheit. Lovely. Something like that anyway. Oh,
so I've been
my God.
out for a run first thing this morning with the boys before it got too hot. And I'm on oiling the door today. What are you up to?
Um, well, well, you remember those our brassicas we planted the other day in preparation for winter and the hot salads? They're doing remarkably well. I'll show you in a minute. But on that note, I want to plant some carrots
Yes.
because they take 5 to 6 months to mature. We've got tons up the land in a bed there, but because it's hot, we don't eat a lot of veg. We eat more salads and we're pulling cucumbers off here, left, right, and centre. They're doing really well, and stuff like that. But come winter, then you want a bit of veg, don't you,
Yeah.
with your Sunday roast?
Yeah.
So we're going to get some carrots now, but we're going to plant them in the upper courtyard up there, so they're in the shade for most of the day, because we don't think planting them in the beds where we normally grow the carrots and in through July and August, I don't think they're going to make
No,
it.
no.
It is seriously hot. So we'll give them a chance and keep them in the shade, keep them watered, and on the back of what the brassicas have done, they should do all right.
Yeah.
Also, the downstairs loo, by popular request, I'm going to look at putting a door on it, or starting to put a door on it, because we haven't got a door on it.
Yes. It's all right
Um,
until you've got guests.
So I need to finish the frame and a bit of the wall, so I'm going to probably plod with that a little bit as well. It's too hot really to do much, that's over exerting, isn't it? So, right, on that note, we'll crack on. Yeah, look at these. Broccoli, cauliflower and Brussels. Only a week. They're doing great because they're in the shade. We think we've got a chance with these. The salads, less so. They're coming up. They've only been in a week. But this Verdi one, we've only got one of those. But hopefully there's some more will come up over the next couple of days or so. So hopefully we will get some more fresh summer salad. The ones we planted in June, the curly endive, that's doing okay here. And now eventually the iceberg we planted there's come up as well. But it's taken such a long time. But hopefully we'll have some salad soon. Okay, so rock on carrots. There's our pot. This is where they're going to live. They should be ready for December. Maybe end of November. But if we need to move them into the sun later on in the year, we can do that. And all we do, I'm not actually quite sure how to deal with them in a bucket like this. Before we've just sort of dropped them in, but we'll probably make a drill around. I don't know, something like that. A couple in the middle, and let's say just scatter the seeds in, water them down, and happy days. We'll keep you posted on them, of course. Right, so we've moistened the soil, made a little drill in them. We're just going to do a circle and then a few in the middle, just thinly scatter them. If you put too many in, they can't grow because they get too clumped together. Then just spread them round and literally just cover the soil back over, and that's it, job done. So while we're at it with our green fingers, well, we've got our 3 different types of salad there. We're also going to do some rocket again. We sowed that direct up in the beds on there, but again far too hot. The sun just beat them up. So again we're going to try that in the shade because we love rocket, don't we? So we'll have our rocket, we'll have our California iceberg, our curly green salad bowl thing, and our moss curled endive, to make some lovely salads with that, with our own fresh tomatoes and our own fresh cucumber actually as well. We've got now, haven't we, as well? Fantastic. Right, so what we want to try and do with the loo wall is put another vertical piece in here, So obviously then that will form the door. We can put a door on. Door's going to open out onto against this wall here. So I need to cut a piece, a big chunky piece that will go in the bottom there. If you can see that, we haven't really got much space in here at all for manoeuvring the camera. So I've marked it, I'm going to cut it and then fix him in place, and then we'll cut this one, this big one here, and stick him in there, and that'll finish our frame off. Then we can bead round the inside, get our plasterboard on, mount our switch that you can't see, and we're going to put a little socket in here as well. Okay, so the bottom piece is in. Just need to cut this long piece now to go in there. This piece. So it's in. It's so hot today. Even inside it's boiling. So next thing to do, I need to put a bead around here on the inside to fix the plasterboard too. That leaves our chunky things exposed, just like this side here. Anyway, let's go and see how Sharon's doing with the oiling of the door. How's it going, Poppy? Are you winning?
Yes, the door's done.
Looks nice, doesn't it?
I've got the frame to do, and I've just got this piece of floorboarding that you put in the other day. So, and then I've got to do an emergency trip to the supermarket to get more fly spray because we're inundated with wasps.
Yes, the wasps. One there, one there. They're coming through the gaps. We only get a problem with them on really, really hot days. Fortunately, they are paper wasps and they don't sting. But we don't want them in the house, obviously. And especially the door there, the old wooden door outside, because it's got lots of gaps in it. They all come through the gaps and sit on the back of the door. Again, only when it's sort of silly temperatures like this. It must be too hot for them outside. Okay, back in the space where we can't get the camera in, and I'm just putting the trimmers in that the plasterboard's going to fix to. So all I'm doing, got the length there, glue on the back, just like we did upstairs on the door. Oh, yeah. Good out. Pop him in, make sure he's central. As always, pop a clamp on it. That's it. Oops. Didn't want to do that, you didn't want to do that. All around this side. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we just nail them in. I would normally screw these, but I can't get it. I can barely get the nailer in. And on the inside for good luck. Okay, that's good. That's now we can get our plasterboard on there now. I only put one on, I was looking for another one. Great stuff, fantastic. Right, so we've cut our board. get it screwed on. Nothing more to do than that. It's so hot, it's still so hot. 38.8 we've recorded so far today. I think that's pretty much about it. Thank you. Because it seems to be cooling off now. Not a lot, but a little bit. Right, so I've seen how curly this is. It's been leaning on the wall for what's it? What I'll do, we'll just uncurl it gently as we go. So we'll start at the bottom, turn the torque down on your drill, otherwise you'll just pull the screws straight through the plasterboard. And we just get a couple in to unbend it. Right, need the number one bit cut. Right, we have a number one bit. The number one fillet. I'm just adjusting the torque so I get the screw to go in enough to be flush, so I don't catch it when we skim it. There we go. Right, now, up, down, up, down, up, down. We're just going to stick a couple in just to hold it in place and take this curve out of it, and then we'll fire a load in. You wouldn't think plasterboard would be so bendy, would you really? Right, okay, I got that screwed in. Rightio, it's in, it's flat, it's straight. Next thing we need to do is cut the hole for the light switch, and cut the hole down there. You can't see it, I showed you before. We're going to have a socket on that side, and we didn't want a socket on this side because sockets are ugly. We didn't want to see it, but I put it on here. We've still got a socket, and you can't. It's not very noticeable. So yes, I need to find the back boxes. That's another mission on now. Yeah, back box for the light switch. It's too hot, I'm telling you. And a back box for the that other thing as well. The socket, yeah. Super. Right, I'm gonna have a look. Hello, Beryl. Beryl's here, sat in one of the troughs. We keep talking with Victor. Right, so I found the plasterboard back box for the light switch. So I need to cut a hole for that, and this is for the socket. And you probably saw us do the bedroom ones. It's got to go down there, and this is the socket. So I need to offer these up, find the right place for them, draw around them, cut them out, and then we can get an install going on. But you know what, I'm not doing any more today because it's just ridiculous temperatures. Even working inside at the moment because we've got the doors open, we're coming in, we're letting all the heat in. So I'm going to call it a day there. We've made good progress though, and we're ready to get the door made for this, possibly, maybe, a few more bits. So yeah, thanks for watching, and thanks to all the people that subscribe to the channel. If you have enjoyed today's video, please consider subscribing. It doesn't cost anything. Just click the little button down there and check the bell, select all, to get notified of our future videos. We'll be back tomorrow, carrying on.